Okay, so Sam Witwer was in the credit. We all speculated this might be Marrok, but also fully acknowledging that it might be a similar voice, another voice. Well, we heard Marrok talk in episode 3, albeit very, very briefly, and I think the internet went ablaze speculating and seeing who actually is this guy, and is it, of course, Sam Witwer? Will it be Starkiller, or will it be just voiced by Sam Witwer? It's all craziness right now, and what I've done, I'm sorry Sam Witwer, but what I've done is I've taken Marrok's lines and I've compared it to an AI-generated voice of Sam Witwer to see if we're kind of close. I know it's crazy, I went above and beyond, but trust me, it's gonna be good if you stick around, and we're gonna talk about it in detail in the video, because we have another special announcement in this video too. Sam Witwer just talked about it in his live stream. Believe it or not, the fans were asking him so much questions about Ahsoka that he went on to reveal it that yes, he did in fact do something in Ahsoka, but what did he do? Well, this is what he said in his live stream.
I can't really talk about stuff like that, except for there's a show that I watched and I really liked it.
Syndicate members in the area.
Really liked it. I don't know what the rules are. I mean, honestly, like,
And most of all,
I was just about to say I didn't work on Ahsoka, but I did, so, yeah, I don't think I can say anything, guys. But, proud of Dave. I love Dave.
Wait. So, again, did you catch that?
I don't know what the rules are. I mean, honestly, like,
And most of all,
I was just about to say I didn't work on Ahsoka, but I did, so, yeah, I don't think I can say anything, guys. But, proud of Dave. I love Dave.
Of course, as we said, he is in the credits, and what's very interesting is that Marrok is garnering so much attention that Sam Witwer needed to talk about it. Think about that. So what's even crazier is that Starkiller, who still suspect, Starkiller's name is Galen Marrok, of course, and it bears a lot of similarity to the name Marrok. So there's two major suspects here. We haven't seen this Inquisitor's face at all. He is masked at all times. He was able to stand toe-to-toe for a brief shared moment with Ahsoka, and the second suspect thing is that his voice was so overly modulated that I don't think any of the Inquisitor's voices previously that we've seen had this much of a modulated voice. They are clearly trying to hide Marrok from the audience. His real identity is something not to be shared in neither his face or his voice. Okay, so Witwer mentions that he forgot at first whether he worked on Ahsoka or not before recalling that, yeah, he did. He lent himself to Ahsoka, to the project. He went on to close that he loves Dave Filoni. He loves, obviously, what he did with Ahsoka. So Witwer's hesitation in remembering his contribution to Ahsoka seems to imply that he isn't playing a character as major as the Inquisitor Marrok, or at least that's what they told him to do, to mislead the fans, because I have another surprise for you guys. In the 4th episode, spoilers, Ahsoka and Sabine will fight Marrok and Shin Hati. As we see in the trailer, Ahsoka will be fighting Marrok, Sabine will be fighting Shin Hati in that red forest that they are laying their heads low at the end of episode 3. I don't know about Sabine because we've not seen much beyond this from the trailers, but what I do know, and again, spoilers about this, but what I do know is that since Ahsoka is fighting Marrok in this trailer, we know that after this fight, Ahsoka will fight Balon on that plateau where the star map is activated, around those ancient ruins. Does this mean that in episode 4, finally, it will get revealed who actually is Marrok? Is it Starkiller? Is it Sam Witwer just voicing, or is he actually Galen Marrok coming back for this project? Sad to say, I don't think he will survive. It's going to be interesting. Maybe Marrok only escapes and does not die, because if Ahsoka finished this duel with Marrok, it might lead to his death in episode 4, and then she goes on to fight Balon, while Sabine probably is back fighting Shin Hati. Alright, so let's go back to that live stream. Here are the comparisons to the voice from Marrok and Sam Witwer.
Form up on my wing and wait for my signal.
As you wish. As you wish. As you wish.
She's on the wing.
She's on the wing.
She's on the wing.
She's on the wing.
Any sign of them?
Nothing.
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 Again, too overly modulated? Tell me what you think down below in the comment. The death of Marrok is maybe already confirmed. I am really suspicious now because after that trailer where we see Ahsoka fighting Marrok, we see her fighting Baylan Skoll. And I have more bad news, I think, because in an interview, Diana Lee Inosanto, who plays Morgan Elsbeth, went on to actually talk about their fighting scenes. Meaning that Ahsoka will go through Marrok, will go through Baylan Skoll 2, and will end up ultimately fighting against Morgan Elsbeth. When asked about the biggest differences between filming The Mandalorian Season 2 and Ahsoka, Inosanto had this to say: "The fight scene for sure, because we had about 17 hours to kick out that fight scene between Rosario and I, whereas this time around it's definitely we had days at it. Let's just say that. There were days at it for that fight scene. It's a long, involved fight scene. It's pretty intense." These comments from Inosanto tease a major rematch coming between Ahsoka and Morgan. What makes this concept even more exciting is the confirmation of Morgan having a Maul connection through her Night Sister ancestry, meaning Ahsoka's fight scene with Morgan could incorporate Night Sister magic in a way The Mandalorian did not. Furthermore, the comments from Inosanto confirming that she and Dawson had much more time to rehearse Ahsoka's fight scene is cause for promise, hinting that the scene is important to the show given the time spent perfecting it. Given the secrecy around most modern franchise installments, especially Star Wars, it is interesting that Inosanto would tease a rematch between Morgan and Ahsoka so directly. However, this provides even more evidence that the fight scene will reach the levels it was promoted to by Inosanto. Further comments from the actress behind Morgan Elsbeth also support her claims, especially relating to her extensive martial artist history, saying this: "Dave allowed me to express myself and bring in my talents. Anybody who looks at my background knows that the philosophy is called Jeet Kune Do, which is what Bruce Lee coined, and it's really about finding your expression, so it was very easy to kind of play around, almost like you have a palette of different watercolors before you and can create this painting." This passage references Diana Lee namesake and godfather Bruce Lee, which explains why her martial artistry is so exceptional. With Dave allowing Inosanto to bring this experience into Ahsoka, it is hard to imagine that she was wrong about how great the fight scene is. Inosanto went on to explain that she, Dawson, and Ming Chu, the show's stunt choreographer, have created something glorious out there that is yet to be seen in the Star Wars universe. With this high praise, it is even more difficult not to highly anticipate the next episode of Ahsoka. WITWER's brief words about his role in the series then seem to debunk the theory of Starkiller being under Marrok's mask. There are still plenty of ideas about who could be Marrok should he not be a brand new character. Some viewers think it may be a dark side Ezra Bridger, or even the fallen Jedi apprentice and betrayer of Ahsoka, Barriss Offee. While the return of Starkiller would have been an exciting thing to see, there are still also plenty of other thrilling options for a potential Marrok reveal in Ahsoka, which still has plenty of time to explore the mystery of the new Inquisitor. Who do you think it is?